Let's go over vision. Vision is very important with the MCAT, so this is definitely something we're gonna hone down. So you need to know your retina photoreceptors are rods and cones. Okay, your cones are what we see color, and then your rods are what we see black and white. And then there's going to be 20 times more rods than cones. Okay, so there's going to be 20 times more rods than cones. Cones see color, rods see light and dark, and both of those are photoreceptors. Okay, so the next thing we need to understand is the path. Okay, so you go from your cornea, light goes from your cornea to your pupils, to the lens, then to the retina, and then your optic nerve, which is also known as the blind spot. And from your optic nerve, it's going to go to your brain. So how do we process this information? Okay, so the LGN of your thalamus sends it to your visual cortex. And a good mnemonic of how I remember it is the LGN is because you could say L is for light, which is again ties to vision. So that's how I've always remembered it, and it makes it easy. And last thing for vision for now is going to be parallel processing plus feature detection, and I feel like these are definitely you could tell right what they are. So parallel processing is the ability to see two things at the same time, and humans themselves actually aren't good at this, and we'll get to that soon as well. And then feature detection, obviously how well you can deduce something. So some other senses, so hearing is your Coachella. So this is going to it's going to be your auditory nerve, and then your auditory nerve sends the hearing to the brain. Somatization, which is pretty important. It's going to be like pressure, temperature, and pain. Taste is obviously taste buds on your tongue. Another really important one is smell. So you definitely need to know your olfactory receptors sends this to your olfactory bulb. Okay, so when you smell something, the first thing that hits is the receptors, and then those receptors then send it to the bulb, and then your kinesthetic sense is pretty much just positional awareness, and then sometimes you also see it as proprioception. But again, just your kinesthetic sense is just going to tell you where you are, and it tells you it's really the only reason why your body is able to maintain balance. That plus your vestibular system. But nice. So next we're going to go on to chapter 3, which is going to be about learning and memory.